Then we'll get into some back and shoulders. So with your knees out wide, right? And remember to take that time to gently shift into your rib cage, your shoulders, and your hips. And gently soften your tailbone down. And just shifting side to side as you go back. And then allowing your tailbone to settle. Let your forehead reach toward the ground. Take a long inhale. And exhale. And one more inhale. Then see if you can't walk your hands further forward. Spread your fingers wide, but then pull your tailbone back. Let your armpits reach toward the ground. And take a deep breath. And then walk both hands off your mat to your right. And see if those left fingertips can reach out further than your right. But then at the same time, your left hip is reaching down. And we're going to keep those left fingertips reaching over and drop your right arm across your back. And try to look underneath that left arm. And take a deep breath. And then move your right hand forward. Walk both hands into your chest off the mat to the left. Nose toward knee, and then right fingertips reach over. Right hip pulls down and down. Then left arm rests across your lower back with that shoulder release. And then look under that right arm. And take a long breath. And then move that left hand back to the front. Walk your hands back through center. Crawl your fingertips again forward. Then on your exhale, shift forward. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Push away from the ground and round your cat spine. Release your ribcage down, cow spine. Feel your palms pulling toward your knees there. Then again, push away from the ground, cat spine. And then drop your ribcage, cow spine. And then we'll settle into that long spine, but push away from your hands and sit your weight of your hips toward your heels. Opening the arches of the feet. You might find you can push up your hands hard enough to lift your knees a little bit, and you'll get deeper into those arches. Only if that feels okay. And then we'll settle the knees back down. As you shift into table, tap out the tops of your feet. Then take your left fingertips right down the middle of your mat and reach out as far as you can. Take your right shoulder, slide it underneath, letting that right shoulder release toward the ground. The right side of your head relaxes. Then try to sit your hips back a little bit further. And then crawl your left fingertips over your left ear. And release into that right shoulder. And take a breath. So left fingertips are still on the ground. They just crawl over to the right side of your head. And then we move that left hand in under left shoulder. So you push away, the right arm is going to rotate and reach to the side. So that was for the back of the shoulder. Then for the front, you rotate that right palm down. The back of the hand comes to the outside of the left hip. Then we nudge that right shoulder toward the side, looking up at the same time. Breathe into the front shoulder. Then release that right hand. Move your right fingertips down the middle of your mat, tented fingertips, and then slide that left shoulder under. Let that left shoulder release, the left side of your head relaxes. And then as you soften into that left shoulder, try to reach your hips back. And then crawl your right fingertips over to the left side so that your bicep comes in. Breathe into that space. And then that right hand comes in underneath right shoulder. As you push off that right hand, take your left arm to the sky. Turn the palm back. Back of left hand nudges toward the outside of that right hip. And we nudge that left shoulder toward the sky. So we have a bind position. You're looking up to the left. Breathing into the front left shoulder. Then we release that left arm up. We come back to our center. We walk our hands forward. Tuck your toes under. Sit back into your hips. Now, as we continue to look toward our knees, we'll push off the palms, lift the knees up, reaching the ribcage through for that crouching tighter. And then we'll keep pushing off the hands, lift the tailbone, drop the right heel down and let the left heel soften, left knee soften. Feel that lengthening through the back of that right leg. Then lift your right heel, let your left heel reach toward the ground. Then sink both heels down. Take a long breath. Inhale, lift your heels, look forward, move toward the front of your mat. As you find that forward fold, make sure you're spreading your toes, getting active through the whole base of your feet. Let your arms hang over the top of your head. Inhale. Exhale, bring hands to shins. Lengthen into that platform. Nice and strong through your spine, strong through the back of your legs. Then as you soften into your knees, tone your belly space. Walk your hands up your thighs. Round your spine down. Pull your shoulders away. Find your mountain pose. Feel the top of your head reach the ceiling. And then take that right arm, reach it up, palm facing in. Slide your left hand down that left outer thigh. Push your right hip away as you open the right palm. Then inhale, pull that right arm down to let that left arm reach up and over. Push left hip away, open left palm. Then that left arm pulls to the sky, right arm joins it. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Sweep your elbows. Left elbow underneath right, and then lift those elbows up and away. Pulling your elbows away from your chin. Create a little bit of a back bend and then feel those elbows trying to pull away from each other. So now we're getting deep into shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, we release, we bend the knees. Inhale up. Exhale, release, sweep. Right elbow under left. Lift up and away. Again, nudging away from chest and chin. Creating space between those shoulder blades. And breathe. And exhale. Inhale, we release, we feel it all the way up. Exhale, we bring hands to heart, we release to our hold. We place hands to shins for halfway lift. Then we bend our knees, step your left foot all the way back. Wiggle the toes of that left foot. Then tap that left knee down. Drop your toes, hands to right thigh, hips forward, shoulders back. Roll your shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. Now see if your hips can reach further forward. And bring your fingertips to the base of your skull and tip your head back. Spreading your elbows wide. Opening through the front of the chest and into the front of that left hip. Then inhale, lift the base of your skull. Bring your fingertips to the mat. Shift your hips back. Lift your right toes. Toes pulling in, knee lengthening. You might find placing right hand on right thigh is nice here. We have that strong side base, that lifted, as we hinge forward toward that right leg. We feel like that right hip is trying to pull the heel back. We breathe into that hamstring, and then you can move your hands to wherever they accommodate that leg space. Then we'll bring those right toes to the floor. We'll bring our hands to the inside of the right foot. Tuck the left toes and lift the left knee. Then we're going to walk into a side straddle lunge here. So we rotate both feet parallel to the edges of the mat. We bring our right elbow onto our right thigh. We take our left fingertips and crawl out in front of our right toes. We lengthen there. We breathe in. Then we move our left hand back in. We press through straddle. So we lengthen both legs. And then you start walking to your left. You turn your left toes to the back. Find that long lunge position. Lower your right knee to the ground. Drop your right toes. Bring hands to left thigh, hips forward, shoulders back. And then we do that. Reach the fingertips to the sky. We place them to the back of the skull. We expand across the chest. We breathe into that open chest and front hip space. Inhale. Lift the base of your skull. Look forward. Here we bring our fingertips down. We shift that left hip back, bringing the toes in toward the shin. Bring your hand to your thigh and lower that long rib cage down. Feel like the hip is pulling back. And then again, you can move your hands to whatever position helps with that stretch for you. Toes pulling towards shin, find that full length through the back of the leg. Then we'll bring left toes back to the mat. Both hands to the inside of left foot. Tuck right toe, push the heel back. Here again, we move into that side lunge. We move left elbow to left thigh. We walk right hands out in front of left toes. Lengthening that inner hip space. Deep breath. Then we move the hands back under the shoulders. Move through your straddle. Walk back to the front of your mat. With hands on both sides of right foot, we'll shift the weight, step that right foot back, and move to our plank. Nice. Exhale, press lift, down dog, lift back of your toes. A lift to the tailbone, deepening of the heels. Inhale, we lift the heels, we come out to our plank. Choosing knees or toes here, elbows, you squeeze the ribcage, hips soften, shoulders pull away. Cobra, up dog, whatever feels nice for you. Shoulders back, top of the head lifted. Just take a quick turn, look over right shoulder. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look to your left. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower the ribs. Move your hands to the side of your waist, shoulders back, tuck your belly. Press up to knees or toes. Then find plank and push through to down dog. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, lift your heels, come forward. Bring your left knee to table. Take your left arm out to left side wall. As you push off right hand, rotate left arm to sky, looking up. Then as you rotate back up, left arm is going to reach wide out to that left side. Your right toes are going to lift. Maybe you'll also lift the toes up your left foot. And we hold balance. Then we'll move that left hand down under left shoulder. We'll take our right leg and move it off the mat to the right, planting that right foot, and it should be in alignment with that left knee. We'll walk our hands into forgate pose. Reach your fingertips to the sky. Drop your right hand down, reach that left arm over, open that left palm. Take a deep breath. Inhale, reach up tall. Both arms reach. Fingertips come down to that space under shoulders. We lift right leg, sweep it to the back. As you step that right toe back, make it strong. Step your left foot back, we find our plank. Exhale, we press lift to our down dog. Actively pushing those fingertips forward, allow your chest to reach through. Tailbone high, heels low, inhale. Exhale, lift your heels and out to your plank. Lower your right knee to the ground. Take your right arm out to the right side. Push off the left palm, rotate right arm to the side, working towards stacking those shoulders. Then that right arm comes out to the side, we brace the core. Left toes lift, let's reach to the back wall. Maybe right toes lift. Nice, hold that core space, inhale. Then we lower right hand under right shoulder. That left leg moves off the mat to the left, aligning it with right knee. We walk the hands in. We lift the torso, reach tall. Left arm drops down left side, right arm reaches up and over. Open right palm, take a deep breath. Inhale, we reach both arms up. Hands plant down to the ground. Left leg lifts, reaches to the back. Toe tucks, step it back. Step your right foot to join it, plank pose. Push away from the ground, lift your tailbone, down dog. Soften your knees, lift your heels, look forward. Move to the front of your mat. Lower chest to thighs, we fold. Hands to shins, we lengthen a flat back. Soften the knees, tone the belly, round the spine up. Pull the shoulders away, now. Inhale, left arm up, right arm down. Open left palm, push left hip down. Here's that swaying palm. We sweep our arms over to the left. Right palm opens, we look upward. Inhale, we lift tall. Exhale, hands to heart, shoulders release. Weight to right foot, soften left knee. Tone that belly space. We'll take that left foot, step it back, then rotate it open for triangle. Both legs straight, arms reach wide. Then we're going to hinge into that right hip crease, reach straight up front. Then lower right hand to right shin, left arm then rotates to sky, looking up. Pulling that right hip up and back, we breathe, inhale. Exhale, we bend into that right knee. We move our right elbow to the thigh. We heel toe the left foot to create more distance. Then that left open palm reaches over the ear for side angle. Strengthen through your feet. Maybe release right elbow, always an option. We breathe, inhale. Exhale, we reach that left arm to the sky. Here you're going to lift your left heel, rotate forward, turning your body with your arms out wide. Now really push that left heel back and strengthen. And then we'll continue that rotation, left heel front to the ground. Right arm will reach to the side. And you can be on nice slinted fingertips there on the left, or with left hand on right side. That works better for you. We will look up to that belly here. Then we take that right hand, we move it to the inside of our right foot. Here's that rotation. We drop left heel flat. We turn right toes so our feet are parallel. Bend toward your right knee, but toes turned. Reach your left hand out in front of those right toes. Come towards me. Then we'll crawl those right fingertips out. So your right armpit is kind of right over your right knee. Can you stretch into that side lunge position? Hold, inhale. Exhale, walk both hands through center, find your straddle. Should feel that release that right hip. Hands are under shoulders. And then we'll just soften the elbows, soften the chest. Let your head hang heavy here. Hands can be under the shoulders still. They can be out on your shins or ankles. They can walk through, or maybe your elbows. Nice deep breath in. Then we'll bring back those long arms, lengthen the spine. Here we're going to walk back to our right side, turning the whole body. We'll shift off that left heel so that we can step that right foot back and we find our plank. Beautiful. Exhale, press up and through down dog. Inhale, heels lift, we come to our plank. We choose knees or toes, elbows in, hips soften, shoulders away, out dog, cobra, sphinx, grub, and down. Exhale, we lower, we tone that belly space, choose knees or toes. Press away from the ground and up and through to our down dog. Beautiful. We lift our heels, looking forward, move to the front of your mat. Chest to thighs, we meet in that fold again. Bring hands to shins around the front of your toes for flat back. Then we soften the knees, tone the belly, slowly stack the vertebra. Shoulders come away, we line down. Inhale, we sweep right arm up, drop left arm down, open right palm, inhale. Exhale, we sweep our arms up and over to the right, open left palm. Inhale, we lift up tall. Exhale, hands to heart, shoulders release. We soften that left knee, lift that right heel, but keep our core engaged. As we lift that right foot, we step it back, and then we rotate our right toes open, lengthen through both legs. Our feet are pushing apart, please reach forward. Into that left hip, begin slowly. When we lower our left hand down to shin or floor, we rotate right arm to side and look up. Then we'll lift out of that right hip, out of that exhale. We breathe. Then we bend into that left knee, softening the forearm up. Heels over your right hand, feet long distance. Take that right open palm, reach it over your ear, face for your core, maybe release that elbow. Strengthen through that left hip area. Find your breath. Exhale, right hand side. Here's that rotation. In this right heel, we rotate the body out to our center. We push that right heel back. Then we continue that rotation, right fingertips to ground, left fingertips to stop. Hold in. Nice work. Exhale, we then move that left hand to the inside of the foot. We walk a little bit to the right, rotating those feet so we're in our side lunge. We're sinking back into that right hip as we walk our right fingertips out in front of left toes, and then move those left fingertips on the inside of the right, and just enjoy that nice full side lunge. Lengthening through that right side. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands through center, underneath shoulders, lift that left hip on straddle. Then lower your chest, let your head hang heavy, wherever this works for you. Again, hands can be on shins, they can walk through the legs, letting your head and neck hang heavy. Then hands move back under shoulders, we lengthen. We walk everything back to our left. Move our hands, rotate the feet. Shift your weight, step that left foot back. We meet in our plank. Exhale, strong fingertips push us into our down dog. Inhale, heels lift, knees down if you like, elbows in, hips drop, shoulders, you're a duck over or sphinx. Right, inhale. Exhale, we lower. We lengthen the spine, we tone the belly, knees or toes, hands to side way. We press through, up into our down dog. And we breathe. And we stop. Then we lift our heels, look forward, move to the front of our mat. Just a quick balance here. Spread those toes, chest to thighs, we hold. Hands to shins, we lengthen. Softness in knees, turn the body, stack your vertebrae, come all the way up. Pull your shoulders back. Inhale, we fill it up. Lift out of the sides of the waist. Bring hands to heart. A little press into your palms to help with the center. Find that visual spot that works for you to center. Then soften into your right knee. Kickstand your left foot. Tone your belly space. We're going to lift that left foot. Then we'll reach that left hand back. We're going to open it up. Maybe you grab that ankle. Right arm will then reach to the sky. Make sure your right knee hits the bend. Now see if you can push that left knee back, opening the shoulder so your thumb is up there. And then maybe you work towards hinging forward. Again, right knee has softness here. Dancer, we breathe. And one more inhale. Exhale, we release left arm, left leg. Lift all the way up. Hands to heart. Shoulders away from the ears. Toe lifted spine, we breathe. Beautiful. Softness in left knee, right foot kicks in. Squaring hips and shoulders, find that focal point. Then when you're ready, you lift the left toes, right toe, sorry. You release right arm. Again, opening that shoulder by rotating thumb back. Maybe you get a grip. You don't have to have a grab on the ankle. Then the left arm reaches up. Then you start pushing the ankle back. And then you start pinching forward, softening that left knee. Breathe. Exhale. Inhale, we fill it. Exhale. Beautiful. We release right side. Fingertips come to side. We stand right foot down. We bring hands to heart. We say, hey. Gently soften into your folds. Chest to thighs, head hangs heavy. Inhale. Halfway lift, hands to shins. Fingertips to ground, step your toes back. Press through to that down dog one more time, lifting the top. This time as you lift your heels, we'll bring our knees to the outer edges of the mat and release back into our child's pose. Letting that tailbone soften back. Forehead rested to ground or with hands underneath. Maybe your arms then move to the side if your forehead is resting. Maybe some shifting out of hips and ribs. We find our brow. We release it. Then we'll gently round the spine up, come up to our tall seat. Bring hips and legs around. Sweeping your arms forward, take a deep breath, inhale, fill it up. Lift out of the sides of the waist. Now, as you release your arms, you're going to take your right leg up. So if put your right leg in front of your left. Here we go. We're going to bring it up, cradling the knee with the elbow, and then flex that ankle. So it can be over here on that left thigh, or you can lift it up and draw it in, or you can put the arch of your left foot into the crease of your left elbow, and we're just doing cradle the baby. Now, if this feels uncomfortable for that left leg, feel free to drop it off. Right, so wherever this works best for you. Then we're going to lower that right foot across our left leg. And again, you can have your left leg out straight. Then I want you to adjust tall into your sits bones. Reach your fingertips to the sky. Bring your left elbow around your right knee. Move your right hand behind. Push with that left elbow. Look over right shoulder. Tall through the side. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, rotate through your center, reach up. Rotate to your left, take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Then move through your center, gently lift that right foot up and away. So either back to crisscross with left leg in front or right leg out front. Cradle that left elbow to knee. Lift that right foot up or place it on that thigh. Our left foot, did I say right? Or cradle it into your elbow joint and cradle your baby here. So we're working through that hip space. We're still tall off those sits bones. We breathe, inhale, and exhale. Then we'll take that left foot, move it to the outside of that right thigh. Then shift your sits bones so you're straight up tall through your center. Maybe right leg extends out. Reach fingertips to sky. Rotating to your left fingertips to the back like a kickstand. Right elbow presses the outer left thigh. Tall, lifted sideways. We breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we reach tall. Exhale, we turn to our right. Left elbow comes on the inside. We lift over right shoulder. Then we move back through our center. Now you might find, if it works for your hips and knees, you just slide that left ankle to that right knee. You slide your right ankle under your left knee. Right, this is called log stack, where your shins are kind of stacked up. Now, if that doesn't work, then just go your regular seat. Find those sits bones. Feel those hips there? Yeah. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Take it one more inhale. Exhale, reach up tall. This time as hands move to heart center, we take that gentle bow forward. If you're in log stack, you'll feel that hip. Take a long breath. And we say namaste. Nice work. So if you're really tight through your hips, log stack is a great option there. But if you're too tight through your hips, log stack just doesn't even work. You'll know.